what are some costs that are associated with the gym?
Costs associated with running a gym. I think obviously we've talked about taxes, so we've got to take that in consideration. You've got sales tax, so if you're selling merch, things that are required by law for your employees, so you need workers' compensation. So in case anybody gets badly injured on the job, you want to make sure that they're covered financially when they're taking time off from work to cover those things while they're recovering. You also need liability insurance. Liability insurance can be an extremely huge one. And as I mentioned before, you can find, there are some really awesome insurance deals out there. For us, it was USA Parkour's connection to whatever insurance they gave us. I'm not sure on the name, but you have to go through their certification. So training your coaches, that's something to consider, and making sure that your employees are well paid for their work. And then also, the usual things, utilities, heating, plumbing, whatever is included in your lease that you sign is really important to make sure you kind of like balance all these things out and make sure that you're not missing anything. Obviously internet. Then there's equipment costs. So what is it going to cost to start up? What are the bare essentials, like the things that you need? Probably, I would imagine carpet bonded foam, safety mats, those things should take priority. I think safety should always be like top of the list. How much is it going to cost to pay you to run this place? Like how much do you need to be able to survive until you're making profit? But probably want a CPA, unless like you or somebody in your family really loves taxes. Then also maybe an accountant, if you want that. And then we used to kind of tag team answering phones and doing a lot of like administrative work, but we've kind of like been able to give all that to one of our old coaches who now works remotely for us. So like if you call our gym, you're probably calling this dude in Oklahoma. And so he's the one who answers all the questions and calls and gets back to people's emails and stuff like that. So if like a guy in a chair or computer, is what you want, then that's something to consider, or somebody to run the front desk. I think that pretty much sums it up. There's lots of little stuff too. Like if you're going to be running a lot of events, it can get a little pricey when you have like these competitions. Like if you take UNAA for an example, we like to give like prizes to a bunch of people, even though they get medals and stuff. We still like to do like first, second, third. And so when you have ninja comps, especially, you'll have male and female for like 7 and under, 9 and under, 10 to 12, 13-year-old to whatever. And then you've got amateurs, masters. That's a lot of trophies, so there's like little things like that you probably need to consider financially. And that pretty much, and then you definitely want some buffer. You're always going to run into things that suck. So like the toilet will break, you're like, dang, I got to buy a new toilet. How much is that? Like little stuff like that. And then that, or like, a pipe burst, now we got to hire a plumber to repair that thing, or there's lots of little stuff like that that can add up. So just making sure you literally like take that list, and just keep adding to it. So that way you're never like caught in a bad situation.
All right, cool.